The killer crushed this beautiful woman multiple times by this car. With broken limbs and a smashed off face, her dead body was just lying on the road for hours. People gathered to see her, and everyone thought that it was a simple case of a road accident. But the shocking truth got revealed when police and forensic experts found that this woman was murdered much before the car ran over her. The police immediately began to investigate, but they failed to solve the riddle of this brutal crime. Until the same evening when an army officer approached the police and identified the dead woman as his wife. Not only this, but the real shock came to the police when her husband claimed that he knew the man who had brutally killed her beautiful wife. Shailja was a young and progressive woman married to an Indian Army officer, Major Amit Dwivedi. She was interested in modeling, so she used to participate in local fashion events and won a few local beauty contests as well. Because of her looks, Shailja used to attract a lot of male attention. One day, her husband introduced Shailja to his colleague, Major Nikhil Handa. Major Handa was a charming and outspoken army officer. He soon befriended Shailja and they began to meet behind the back of Major Amit. Slowly, their casual friendship turned into an affair and they became creepily close to each other. In the absence of her husband, Shailja used to do private video calls with Major Handa. During one such call, Major Amit caught them red-handed. After this, Major Amit strictly told Shailja to stay away from Major Handa. Shailja accepted her mistake and she distanced herself from Major Handa. But by now, Major Handa had become obsessed with Shailja and wanted her at all costs. In the next 6 months, Major Handa made more than 3,000 phone calls to Shailja and tried to convince her, but Shailja was firm on her decision. Major Handa now began to stalk her wherever she went. One day, when Shailja went to the army hospital for a physiotherapy session, Major Handa also went there. He conversed with Shailja outside the hospital and convinced her to get inside his car. Then he took Shailja to a deserted place and again tried to convince her. But Shailja firmly refused his proposal and advised Major Handa to forget her. At this point, the hot-headed Major Handa took out a Swiss knife and slit her throat. In no time, there was blood inside the car. Shailja's body flooded for a few minutes and she died a painful death. Major Handa silently saw her dying. After this, he threw Shailja's body on the road and did something so disgusting that the details of it will petrify you to the core. To hide his crime, Major Handa ran this car back and forth over the dead body of Shailja so that it would look like an accident. After running the car multiple times over her body, Major Handa ran away. But soon, on the indication of Shailja's husband, the police caught him. Later, after investigation, the police found that Major Handa had not killed Shailja out of rage, but he had carefully planned the murder. He especially brought 2 knives to kill her, and the night before the crime, he searched the internet on how to kill someone and ruin the evidence. From his phone records, the police also found that Major Handa is a man of loose character, and he was not only after Shailja, but was also in a relationship with 2 other women. Today, this heinous criminal is in police custody, waiting for the court's verdict.